Want to get some headphones, I guess.
Oh, right. Some people going. I know, I should just let it flow over me. They're doing it to annoy me, but
It does.
it works. It works. There's nothing that annoys me quite as much as someone being a dick and making a noise over and over again.
Yep. You put up with me.
Access? I have to move around a little bit, honey.
Yeah. Just finish this and then I'll get in position.
No worries.
Alrighty. Hopefully we're not hosting anyone anymore. Just drafting. Fingers crossed.
Ah, yes, Waystone.
I will never remember Waystone.
No.
Cowards. Charger not working anymore. That would be unfortunate. The phone charger.
Oh, no, I did it.
Weird. Most definitely. Ah, there we go. Yeah, this is definitely not 100%.
Happens.
No. I will thank for a follow once I figure out where the stream labels thing is. Hilna, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Start. Just getting started. I did get a pack for watching I think Gillian and Ty yesterday. Ooh, it's got an Invoke the Waystones in it. How many of those do I have? Not 4, it seems.
Not enough. Enough.
Clearly.
Hey, Tim Tim.
Hello. Okay. Oh, start a little late. Might as well just
roll it in a draft.
get picking cards.
You tweeted right.
As far as I know.
Yeah, marionette cross. Woo!
That's an interesting one, and I feel like the thing that actually scares me about it is the 3 shadow influence more than anything. Because, like, 3 shadow influence on 3 is not a small ask, and like a 5/5 on 3 is pretty good, and in limited it doesn't really lose that, the Entomb isn't really a problem.
Yeah.
Because unless they have Relicate, like the thing about it is if they have Relicate, that can also kill the 5/5. Relicate isn't really a thing. It is indeed, Talarn. So it's like, I don't know, if we knew we were Shadow for sure, that'd be one thing.
Our other options are like Magenta Wisp, Living Example, Hot Blood.
Might just go with Magenta Wisp and take the
very
3 cost Suffocase.
There's a bit of the Eternal Streaming is you watch. I don't know if it's the X amount of time thing. I know that watching gets you passive drops. And then you can click on chests that drop down. I don't know. Does anyone really know how much like time you have to watch for packs? Or...
No clue.
Yeah, a bit. The end is near. No, grit.
I could pay 5 to throw out a bunch of power.
Cut Tide, which is nice. It's Fire Elemental, which is Ty's favorite card.
I mean, Cut Ties would be staying on power. I don't really like Territorial Elf that much in
I don't
draft.
really think. I mean, the only other thing there is like Flame Fang and Fire Elemental, right?
These are good to be aware of. We may end up with like a Stone's Guard deck or something.
Ooh, Tinker and a Peace now.
Yeah, that's these are some
And
pretty
Sky
strong
Hello.
Justice signs right here, huh?
Hello. That's the Magus of Celerity again. Mages.
Yeah, he's potentially an interesting one, but being in 2 colors, I think it's safer to just take the Workshop Tinker here.
Yeah, Tinker is a good card. Ooh, good dog.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
man.
Sledge.
Wow.
Oh shit, Sledge.
Yeah, it's also possible that Shadow doesn't really end up being in this pack as much. I mean, it's like another Tinker, a Ruination Sledge dropping is pretty good. Maybe we just make a Rakano deck and go 7 wins. Yeah. That's what Rakano decks do.
Hammer.
It's an interesting one. Master
Arms done. Master Arms pretty good too, but oh,
Far Fallen Good Doggo and another
Sledge.
Sledge.
Full hammer.
This is a tough one. I love Sledge so much. I love Guard Dog so much because he's such a good boy.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
I know that's like the only way that I could get you to consider the Guard Dog.
He's a good boy.
If I remind you that he's a good boy.
He's a very good boy. You like a hammer though.
It's a very good hammer.
It's a very good hammer too.
This one's shiny.
That is shiny. Oh, Sky Crew, yep, very good.
I'm alright with a late fallen Sky Crew. I'm alright with a really late falling Master at Arms. Wow.
Okay, Parma?
Parma's fine.
Transfer.
Really too much in these later packs, to be honest.
Ooh.
Wowee.
Hero of the people.
There's a hero, there's a torch, and there's a Tinker Overseer. It's one of these three.
Yeah, it's gotta be like the torch, right?
It's probably the torch. I know I only have one fire card, but it did seem like fire was pretty open there. Oh god, this is tough.
Fire could even be a splash with.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Entrapment and that Strength of Many are both quite good.
Outlaw.
Mostly a question of how fast I think I can be. Here.
At the moment, I'm not sure you're very fast.
Yeah. Entrapment just blows things up at the same time. Like, a Ruination Sledge is just a generally quite fast thing. One of these two, and I'm not sure which. I mean, we'll be getting a good green card either way, which is a good sign.
It's a really good sign, yeah.
But...
I do like Entrapment, I do like Strength of the Many. What should you normally rate higher? Entrapment?
Probably Strength in a vacuum, so maybe I should just go with Strength of the Many. Like, the biggest thing about Entrapment is that it is very expensive.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic effect for draft, but at 4 you do have to be very transparent about it when you're playing. Might just grab the Strength of Many. I generally find tempo is a better thing to be playing.
Oathkeeper,
when you're
for
taking this
sure.
Oathkeeper. Pretty happy with that. Oh my. There's an Extinguish here, there's a Tinker, there's a Bang Ceratosaur.
Can you like rate Reforge? I mean, if we've seen it make a really big welding torch, but I still don't know how to rate that. Reforge
can be good if you have the ability to play, like if you have the weapons to play it on, so like if you know you're gonna get value out of that.
Yeah.
The fact that we didn't take, like, honestly, really, you would want probably a welding torch specifically. There's a few other weapons that are really good with it, but like something with a good spellcraft that you would potentially be able to get out twice could be really good.
Yeah.
No, like Extinguish is probably the pick here if I think I have a chance of playing Shadow, and I guess this is kind of good enough right now, and I'm okay with it. Pretty alright with the Valkyrie Aspirant here. Ooh, that Recycler.
Ooh, yeah. I like that Recycler.
I don't know how red this whole pack is, but if I can sneak us into a deck like that, that could be pretty okay.
Yep.
Silverwing Smith is fine. It's the stat line of whatchamacallit, Archive Curator, just minus the silence and one cheaper. It's double into Justice, but we have 2 Master at Arms right now, so I'm not that worried about that. I think that's a better 3-drop than Sparkbot. Okay, we found the Justice.
Porter?
Pretty happy with that Porter. This deck absolutely needs a nice backbone of Justice here. It's a 1-cost 0/1 flying unit that you can pay 2 to give 2 attack 2 like for that turn. The for that turn part being the important thing. Alright, so we've got Dream Snatcher, we've got another Hero of the People, we've got a Rapid Shot.
Dream Snatcher.
Dream Snatcher is a bold adventurer who has lifesteal, and then occasionally you can make him gigantic, but pay 10 is the important thing there. Like, if you have other discard effects, you can potentially do things, but discard isn't really a thing in draft.
I'm gonna go for...
Right now, we've got like the Valkyrie Aspirant, which is cheap and gates her flying, which is good.
much else.
And we've got Workshop Tinker, which is also quite good. It's a little bit cheeky, but I don't know if I'm into this enough. I guess it would actually be between Hero of the People and Strength of Many.
Or Rapid Shot.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Rapid Shot if I'm gonna commit to Argenport here. I'm still not totally sure what's my second color and what's my splash right now.
Yep. Hey, Lazy Minerva.
Hello.
I think Hero is a solid pick considering we are in Justice. I mean, that green is definitely happening.
Green's definitely happened. It's mostly like, do I want another Strength of Many, I think. And I'm not totally sure. Fast tricks are really good.
Could very much be a bomb. It depends on what we get with it.
Basically. Let's play for fun.
Oh, Renegade Valkyrie.
That's a card that pays off.
That is a card that pays off with Hero.
Yeah. You definitely use some
Spirit
Blade Stalker's good. Trees right now, I guess they're right. Definitely, if I could find some fixin', that would be nice.
Yeah, or keep an eye out for the banner. Or banner?
Stone Scar Banner or Spire Chaplain. Shit. I actually really like Spire Chaplain because she draws cards from your deck. Yeah, they're power, but like, it's a really good effect. The question is though, like, there's a lot of good cards here in both of these colors, and Stone Scar Banner would let me play both of them. Oh god, it's like I hate this. I know if I don't pick the Stone Scar Banner, I'm never gonna see it again. But yeah, like Spire Chaplain is a really good card.
Grab her.
I'm also kind of low on threes right now. Another Stalker's fine.
Not an unseen.
I again don't.
Worried about your splash.
I'm kind of more comfortable picking a deck that like with good cards that are in green because they will all make the deck. Wish that crest was in my colors. That would be amazing.
Cover or not Stalker?
Cover or the third Stalker is the question. I'm not sure. Like, I really like cover as a finisher, and of course being at 5 power, it's much cheaper. The Renegade does make the Fire Splash more real.
Yep.
I am totally gonna play that.
Yep. Cover Darkness is quite nice. All them tricks thing, but you know.
But yes, it is a way to get across the finish line.
Yep.
Is it endgame damage?
Kappa's a terrible emote.
Because we don't like it. Alternatively, because we say so.
Yep. Cover or Stalker?
God.
Well, 3 Spirit Blade Stalkers make that.
That's really the thing. Like, if I want to play 3 Spirit Blade Stalkers, I'll keep my options open here. Gunsmith or Rebuke, or Recogulator or Rebuke. Just take Rebuke here. Yeah. I don't really like Recogulator that much.
Yep.
Now
we don't have any Grenadin for Scrap Paladin.
Yeah, it's like
a decent blow up smell.
It's either Gun Down or probably the Avenger, which would be another card for the Hero of the People. I don't really care about that double very much, and it's just another flyer, which is really good with Master at Arms. Yes, so like I've got potentially a Torch. I've got the Strength of Many.
Honestly, like Red is definitely our better faction than like Shadow.
Tough though with the Extinguish.
Like, Extinguish is really good. We have a Torch, a Sledge, we have the Renegade Valk.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Maybe I just have 2.
Yeah. Hello, Auric Record.
Yeah, man, I actually wish I could take that. That's shockingly low falling.
Yeah. Bludgeoner?
Probably. I don't think it makes the deck, but you never know.
Yeah, I think this is mostly Justice splashing like a couple of different colors.
Doing whatever I feel like,
shot.
basically.
Final shot.
Hello, changey stick.
Okay. We haven't really seen very much in the way of primal until now.
So there was some decent primal going in the previous packs, but yeah, we haven't picked any primal, which is the important part.
Would we go target color or pistol?
Target color's a bit tough.
MD, thank you.
Thank you so much for the 15-month resub. Yeehaw. Hair Trigger's an interesting one. They're both double shadow, which would be like kind of a
Eternally card hours who up.
Yeah, and the double shadow is definitely a thing. There isn't like
The
any
toughest part
green
of it.
cards here though.
Yeah. It'd mostly be, do I want a final shot like way the fuck up there, or do I want a probably Hair Trigger? I mean, my twos right now, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but not really those two.
And then 6, the Tinker.
And then the Tinker is 6. Might be a Hair Trigger pistol. How many units do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so we are okay on units right now. There's definitely going to be some cuts that need to happen, but...
Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't see anything better than the 2 shadow cards. Like, if there was a decent green card, we'd pick it.
Basically, yeah.
If there was a decent 1 shadow or 1 fire, we'd pick it. But
Final Shot, I guess, kind of has that. Like, playing a deck with Sky Cruise, it can be so big. Maybe I just go with that, because that's so far up. That's a tough one. Another target caller that someone passed to me. Probably Reflexes here. I like tricks a lot. I may have mentioned in the past.
Okay, we have Downfall of the Pyro Elemental, or another Magenta Wisp.
Yeah, go Wisp here, and then just don't look back. Include like the Dark Wisps, include like the 2 Magenta Wisps and the removal from it.
And remove.
Really include most of it, and then only have like the torch stuff and fire.
Yeah. Reality shift. Woo!
Yeah, now we're talking.
Ooh,
Hello, welding torch.
Yep, done.
God, I keep going back and forth. Can someone send me a fucking petition?
Sledge. Ooh, good dog.
3s. 1, 2, maybe 3, 4. We actually have a decent number of them.
Sledge?
Sledge is very aggressive. Weapons do I have right now?
Not the Parma, so with the Recycler 3.
And 4 with the final
4 with
shot.
final shot.
And it's like, I'm not sure if the Recycler makes it, just because it's both of my off factions. Which is an issue. This is honestly very tough. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 2 of those being sort of. Only really the Aspirant's amazing to hit with the Master at Arms. The Oathkeeper's like, yeah, whatever. It's like, how well do I shore up my early game?
Dog.
Good dog, best friend. I just that Grunner Render. Anything relevant to us? Anything relevant to us?
Hold up.
Alright,
Yeah,
this deck is kind of all over the place, and I wish I had chosen a direction for it. We'll see. Or at least mostly Justice, which is nice. It's gonna come down to what do I like more? Like, which one of these is my splash color? Which one of these is my main color? 25 units, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Plunging Wisp is not a card.
Bludgeoner or Hammer?
Bludgeoner's probably out. I mean, we do have a lot of attachments, which can be good, but I don't know if the Sheriff's Hat is in. God, it's like all of our removal is in shadow, and there's quite a lot of it. All of our weapons are in fire, and we have a torch.
No.
I
have to just...
That's likely what happens. It's more just I want to be able to, you know, I want to know what I'm cutting more than anything.
Dark Wisp?
This is an interesting one. With Adam, I've got 1, 2, 4, 5 that I'm happy to play. But I mean, it is nice that if I keep most of my black cards higher up, then I don't have to worry as much about getting them.
And your fire is a little bit lower to the ground.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this deck definitely has ways to win, I'll give it that.
How many power do you run?
I have no idea.
And the only thing that's, I mean, we have...
Probably once 18 for this final shot, the Sky Crew. Even just like keeping a hero that people alive. It's a shame I didn't get anything with Aegis for her.
Yeah.
That's kind of the best thing that you can do.
Her and Renegade Valk are absolutely...
Yeah, like those, I want to give her flying more than anything. If I can give her Valkyrie, that's really, really good. Generally speaking. Stalker can be quite nice because getting her lifesteal good.
Yeah. Get the Spire Chaplain for a little bit of just... Yeah, we have a Porter and a Chaplain for a little bit.
This probably isn't a cover of Darkness decks. That's a relatively easy cut. Of my 4 pieces of removal, I think Magenta Wisp is probably worse because I can't rely on it as an early unit when it would be relevant as a unit.
Yeah. Which
means a lot of the time I'll be playing it as a 3-cost Suffocate, and that's important to keep in mind. And yeah, Porter and Chaplain are also probably relatively reliable sources of power because the first Justice is going to come pretty easy in this deck.
Yeah. One more cut.
One more cut or run 17 power. I don't know if I want to though. Mostly because I don't want to cut a Justice for sure, and I don't think I can cut like a fire. It's funny, I don't even know if I want to keep that Waystone in, but I guess it doesn't really matter at all. I could cut Sharpen Reflexes, but I like it a lot as a trick. Could potentially cut Rebuke, because I do have a bunch of other things that do removal. And I like Rebuke, but it's definitely more of like a tempo-y kind of card that lets you smack in.
Also a bit better on like a Peacekeeper.
Rebuke is way better on a Peacekeeper's Helm, yeah, so you don't have to include it as a card in your deck.
Yep.
I guess that would be the question, is it Sharpened Reflexes or Rebuke here?
Yeah, which is more useful for you.
I think that Reflexes is probably more useful. I think this deck wants to just have something in the air and win the game with that. And we'll be able to use our Extinguish, our Cut Ties, our Wisp, and our Torch on that. And I think 18 power is good to try to get full value out of Welding Torch and Final Shot.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll see how this deck does. I keep this, actually.
Yeah,
this
I mean, you would have quite a few draws to get in the firepowers.
I'd keep this.
Yep.
Throw this out.
Yeah.
It's not all.
Yeah,
this goes though.
That's perfectly playable, yep.
Alright, I've convinced myself.
Let's roll. Yeah, it can do work, but yeah, you always want, like, you know, like an Arcane Curator silencing. Great.
Rebuke is great in, like, an aggressive, Mercano-style deck.
Oh, yeah. Throw it down 2 cards.
2 turns of just saying you can't attack is super relevant when it's...
Done, yeah.
When you're attacking in, like, all of both of those turns.
Nope.
Alas. So close. We get a 3rd power, we're actually in really good shape because she can turn into a 5/5.
Yeah.
If not, boy howdy. By the way, this is the new redraw is in effect. That came in effect since we started. You lose a card, but you get another hand. I think I'm gonna keep this. It's borderline, but again, if we draw power and we are on the draw,
Yeah.
I am actually pretty happy with this. If I draw a 2-drop, that'd also be nice. As long as it's not like Magenta ones. Or Garena Render.
Yeah. Nope.
Their time, which isn't so bad. For like getting our throat jump down. That ain't great though.
Wait another turn.
I'll give it a turn, and then unfortunately when I don't pull power here, I'll have to play the Master at Arms.
The ice is deep here.
Alrighty. There is at least that.
I bring word.
So they will sometimes draw a card off this. I will always draw a card off this.
Yep.
They did not draw a card off of it. Terrifying.
Yep. Yep.
That sledge is pretty good though.
Sledge or the Master?
In an ideal world, it would be both, but it's sort of like Sledge represents more damage. Is probably what I want to go for here. They've got a worm right now. I do have this double damage Valkyrie though, so maybe I just want to put the Sledge on her. I think that's the correct call here. We need to be above that that worm that they're going to summon next turn.
We're grabbing power, which is lovely.
Yes. Badong. So they will absolutely summon the worm next turn.
Yep.
But I will...
Well, they didn't draw a spell, obviously. Well, if they have to have a spell in hand.
Here's a question: if I summon that, if I like try to kill that off at the cost of 2, probably not. Doesn't do anything.
Nope.
They have like a, call it the Shiver or Torrential Downpour. That's the card. Ah, Shamanic Blast for 5. I see. All right, well, time to pull my last one of these out. That's pretty cool. That's actually really good.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so now we just have to hope that they don't have anything for Renegade Valkyrie, because if not, then I just win the game. I also fucked up, missed 1 damage there, so if we lose by 1, it's my fault.
My oath is true. My sword is yours.
My oath is true, my sword is yours.
Yep. Well. Not blocking the worm?
That's the question. Like, can I afford to do that? Because it represents 2 damage. This guy represents 2 damage. I think I gotta. Unfortunate, but... At this point, unfortunately, if they have any removal for the Valkyrie, then the game is donezo.
Yeah. 1 more power.
Yep.
Safe travels, friend.
Pretty good. Alright, well,
We attack and
I gotta
reverse
see
draw
it.
the power, yeah.
show me your lightning strike. Or even just your clan tactic, that one's fine too.
Yep. Yep, what we got?
Game.
Yep.
I didn't have a choice there.
Yeah,
I could not really afford it to not try to attack in there.
With precision.
Alright, game's done.
Yep.
I mean, if I do pull another sigil, I at least get the final shot out.
These markings, I've seen them before.
Oh, we wish. Really need to draw the sigil, but I think you snap back the loot.
I chump block with the 2/4. Yeah, we were doomed. I mean, as soon as they had the lightning strike, we were out of plays. But... Probably should have stood still, but irrelevant. I don't think it would have won us the game. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, no.
That was an unfortunate game.
Nope.
It's a tough hand to keep, I guess, but this deck is going to have awkward hands. That's the
Honestly,
problem with playing
yeah,
three
if
colors
we'd
with no
gotten
fixing.
Power earlier, a little bit earlier, yeah.
That's one of those ones where, like, there are so many decisions I probably made that were wrong, that it's impossible to say which one of them actually lost us the game.
We couldn't find Waldo.
Cassiel, thank you.
Thank you so much for the bits. Well, we do at least have an aspirant and a torch to back him up, which is nice.
The price of progress.
Would love for this to be a playable. Alrighty, they are a Combre deck. We shall see what that means for us. That's nice. I mean, it will eventually be nice. Just need to, you know, draw some cards.
Yeah, yeah.
I suppose.
Me!
This is where all the power went.
Thank you!
We have fixing for justice.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for the 690 bits. What are you gonna do, spark me?
I think we also don't have time
Certainly
power.
worrisome.
Well, there's like all our power we wanted.
I know, all of that power that is so
With
relevant
precision.
to us.
But we can give him lifesteal
Eventually.
in 2 turns.
This is such a bad card for us, too.
Yeah, we can't torch it.
Nope. I'd have to torch and cut ties it, which doesn't feel great.
Come on, now we just need plays.
Nah, fuck plays. If you want to blow a finest hour to kill this guy, that's fine. I don't really care about my 2/2 die. This ain't great. Probably should have attacked in there.
They were, now they're not. We're screwed in yellow power, but not anymore.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because...
To be honest. Unless they play something more dangerous, I'm torching this.
No place safer than the Auric Bank.
Fuck. Can't afford not to do that. We're just gonna play that shit out.
Nice.
That's kind of funny.
With precision.
Yeah, so they have a stat trick, which kind of new from before. So the play here is basically going to be buff him up with the lifesteal, and then eventually play a final shot on him, and then hope that that carries us through.
Yeah.
And then pray.
We do have a cut ties for anything.
We have a cut ties to
really
stop the
nasty
next very
right now,
dangerous thing. Them having two finest hours in their hand is very sad.
Vicus and Eternal? Oh no.
Yeah, you take that, Chief.
Yeah.
God, there's like so little for me to do right now.
Yeah.
They're kind of low on power, I'm kind of high on power. Want them to play something here. Kind of wish this was power though.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing.
Yeah, because then we could play the final shot. Yeah.
Ooh. Like the final shot is basically how I can win this game. Or at least keep myself in it. Because of course they now have a stat trick for the 1-2.
Yeah.
To the point where I might cut ties it. That's an interesting one.
What the fuck?
A waste, to be honest. Might just pull that stat trick out of their hand. I don't know. He served his purpose.
Yeah.
Still gotta find something to do with that fucker. I mean, it could be.
It's a one cost thing. They're down at one point and they...
Ah, shit.
Ah, ouch.
Power, please. That probably gets cut ties.
Yeah. Kind of have to. The final shot.
Oh, don't you hover over that. I do not like
Consider,
that. Don't you do that shit to me. Yeah, probably just cut ties with that. The only way I get in for the 2 damage. Doesn't feel great, but it is a 3/3 in the air, so it's not like
Yeah,
it's
it's not horrendous.
It's still the same
Teleport?
trick.
It's still
Whatever it is,
whatever
it
is
is.
at one cost.
I believe it's at one cost because we've seen them
We've
with
seen
one
it
mana
at 1
up.
out of 4, I think it was.
Yeah.
It's definitely a one cost thing. They're thinking about it.
Which is weird. I don't really know what there'd be to think about. At this point, I really need them to once again not be able to remove the big flyer that I'm going to make.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To get their Grave Tender back and make that again, which means I really want a full power here.
Yeah.
Honestly, it being Excavate is pretty good, though.
Yeah.
If I don't pull power, it is actually okay for these. That's actually potentially very good. I need power so bad right now after
Did you do
that
it
all
without
that
the
blood.
torch, or do you...
If I do it, I guess he gets big enough.
It's big enough to live. Well, they do the sharpened reflexes. No,
Yeah.
it was Excavate they had, right?
Excavate was likely the trick. They could still have one in these 3 cards. The big thing here is that the dog and the smith actually threaten to block this profitably. If I don't pull it next, I can potentially get that. Like, I can potentially just play the welding torch.
Yeah, if we just still don't get the power, yeah, we can put that on.
This is... God, why is everything tough?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
I think you do. I think that slows them.
I think I do need to slow them down, because they are threatening more
with
damage.
That 3/3.
I don't think they will, to be honest.
Let me see what I can do with it.
I think I sit here, quite a pickle, and then next, with the expectation that next turn I play the welding torch, whether it has it or not.
I can also block with the good dog and the spirit blade.
Yeah.
If they go in for it.
The only scary thing is if they have a spell, things get disgustingly good trade-wise for them.
Yeah.
And because they've played the Excavate, we just don't know.
Okay.
Well, they had to play that at fast at least. If they do decide they want to swing in with everything, that's their funeral. That's actually the turn we needed. I want this to be power so badly.
Really?
I want this to be, like, if this is power, this whole game changes. Because they just spent their turn playing Vital Arcana.
Nope.
Damn. Alright, well, I have to do this, which is unfortunate, but... Yeah. Maybe I do stand pat here.
Maybe you can put it on the silver wing?
It's an option.
Kind of need the light.
Is the problem, yes. This sucks. Well, they spent a turn drawing 2. We're probably dead because we didn't pull power there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Like, God, we were flooding out so bad, and then just all the power stopped.
Nothing, it's gone. Goodbye,
so, like, we've
power.
played 6 power, which means there's 12 in our deck, so we're 12 out of 29 to pull a power next turn. Yeah. At least the Grena Render, if they play an attachment to make that 4/5 bigger, does something. Oh, I'm so dead.
Yep.
Alright. I guess that's sort of... I don't know. Like, yeah, that's fine.
Block the one. No, you don't block the one too?
I don't block. God, I have to block.
Yeah, because if they have a stat trick, you just die.
Yeah.
Is the problem.
God.
I've got a stat trick, which means
I lose. I've already lost the game. Again, I lost the game when this wasn't a power card.
Yeah.
Is the issue. It doesn't matter what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
God damn it. This is actually frustrating.
Yeah.
This sucks. I would have had this game if I had just kept pulling power.
One more power. Yeah.
One more power would have won it for me. I didn't even fucking get it. God damn it.
Okay, you tinker and then you just throw the welding torch on someone.
I don't want to play. I really don't want to play this out.
Not on your good dog?
That's just, if I can't play the welding torch for it, I just lose is the thing. If they have a stat trick, none of it would have mattered regardless. Damn it. Alright, I gotta let myself get past this loss. If the deck goes 0-3, it goes 0-3. It is just the worst fucking thing to just see that sitting there. Like, one power literally was all it would have taken to win this game. Pretty handily.
Yeah. Yeah, the final shot.
If I had gotten the final shot out, they did not seem to have removal for it. I mean, maybe they were holding back an entrapment just to wrench my heart further, but like, God, how many draws in a row did we not get power there?
A lot of draws.
Because we were at 6 by turn 3 or 4.
We drew power like every single turn up until 6, and then
up until we got 6, and then we drew nothing after that.
Yeah, not a single one after that until.
Ugh, God. All right, shake it off. We're not 03 yet. I don't think it was.
The welding torch wouldn't have helped because he
I
still
would have played the
died.
welding torch if it would have lived.
If it lived, but it wouldn't have lived.
It wouldn't have lived.
Like
the only way to have gotten that would have been to get a power for welding torch, kill off the grave tender, and then do it. The fact that their trick was reinvigorate meant that we would have been able to kill off that one. Like they wouldn't. There would have been a turn where they didn't have 2 power up that we could have done that on, I believe. I might even have killed the plover if they had 2 power up, just to like try to get that out. It would have turned into a 5-4 that they could have blocked with a 3-3 and a 1-2.
Yep.
We would have traded.
We would have traded.
If that wasn't a trick thing.
We would have gotten a tiny, minuscule amount more health, but like that was a fire.
I would play that game the same pretty much. They had no turn power up the turn after Vital Arcana, but they had flyers, didn't they?
Yeah, they had the 2 of them. They had 4 health and they had 4 attack.
That's fine.
Yep.
Actively good, even.
Thing is, it would have given him 4 health and they had a 1 and a 3.
Yeah, like I would have traded out on the air, but my only win condition would have died. I'm not okay with giving up my only win condition. I think that's the issue here. Probably just get rid of the final shot.
Yeah, it's a bit too early to draw it.
I'll get it running. No problem.
Especially when they have a 4/5 Aegis that gets bigger with every fast spell. Like, they had a win condition on the floor. The only way we win is by getting enough, like, continuously getting enough life to keep going.
Back to their team. And then...
Guess we see what happens.
Yeah. In here. Probably soon. But yeah. Tinker? Or Good Dog?
I'm okay with trying to jump down their throat here. I don't get the 4/4. I know it's not a permanent buff. I still take that turn exactly the same. I understand how it works. I still play that the way that I do, and if I pull power, I win that game.
With precision.
Like, I wouldn't have just been giving up the flyer either. I'd be giving up a welding torch.
Fly, fly.
Do not need you.
I'll regret that.
Good Dog and Spirit Blade?
Yeah, probably. If they really want to trade or block the doggo, that's fine. It's an interesting question whether I want to sharpen reflexes or not. That's like at the end of their turn.
Okay, Spirit Blade's still.
Yep. It's unfortunate. We do have something big coming though.
You can make your big dog go big enough.
I think I want a reflex here.
Scout.
Just to, yeah, see what I'm drawing, to try to get down to the tinkered thing bigger.
Yeah.
It's working.
In 13.
It's fine.
It's
Anything
fine.
over 50 is good.
Yeah.
Like, really. I don't tend to play the tournaments, though. A third color has entered the field.
A world to build.
Oh. I think we might, because that makes it a 3. Or do you want to hold for the torch?
If we play it next turn, it's also still a 3-turn clock, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because they'll be at 11.
Yeah, so I don't really have any reason to show off all of my ass. That might be a lightning strike. In fact, if I had to guess, I'd say. In fact, that... No, it's not quite legal.
I think it's the same thing. Yeah, I know your torch isn't, like, helpful at all, so...
Well, it's basically it can go face and do stuff.
you could hit their face. Actually, you.
Ah, shit. We lose. That.
Yeah, goodbye.
It casts Vanquish, and then we lose the video game.
Ouch.
Oh, boy. We have just been getting some bad beats.
Okay, we can lifesteal a good dog and put a torch on him.
In consecutive turns, and it doesn't matter. It does not matter.
And I think.
Oh, 3 police,
shit.
baby! Yeah, we just got run over by 3 Masters players on this decks.
Well, I think we still beef up our boy.
I torched their face here. Like, I'm literally playing this welding torch for the face torch.
Yeah.
And then I guess praying for a cut ties. That's basically the only thing we can do. Particularly because this.
Yeah. It's
They,
flying.
if they don't, that's honestly wrong for them to do. I would, with me at no cards, I would 200% just Sky Crew here and make it a 2-turn clock.
Yeah.
That was not correct at all. There was no way I could punish them making it flying.
Beauty and purpose combined.
Like, that's completely useless to them. They could have killed me. Now we've got a slight chance.
I don't think that'll be minimum reward.
Couldn't
no
tell
way
you.
of knowing now. Or at least.
Right? Like, what could their 2 cards be here that would be better than just having killed me last turn? I know, this is the worst.
There's the flood. There's flood.
They're just giving me, like, they've given me 2 extra draws that have both been power, which, thanks, game.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
you
you
decide
go.
this time that you want to win the game. I'm proud of you.
Yeah? Just sneak that good dog through. But
Boy, this was the saddest 03 that I've ever gone.
yeah,
Like, I have a Masters player BMing me here.
that was balls.
That was brutal.
That was balls.
That
This
was
guy deserved better
awful.
than that.
I don't know if it deserved better, but it could have snuck 1 wins out there. If we had pulled the cut ties there, we might have had a chance. Ugh. I mean, the biggest problem with that deck is it just wasn't deadly enough.
Yeah.
I should have picked a color. That's honestly the problem. Trying to just pick a bunch of good Justice cards and then throwing a bunch of crap in on the side just didn't work. Oh well.